Hello guys, welcome back to part 3 of my 6-player FFA. Alright, following the death of my cav, I formed my troops into a square, nude box, call it what you like. So I reformed my troops into the square to ward off any cavalry strikes, and I'm like, "Nyaha, what are you gonna do now against my super powerful square?" And then Terian says, "Oh my gosh, look out!" And from the very pits of hell themselves, Keno unleashes 5 units of gold upgraded Praetorian cav from the hills, like the very forces of the Dark Lord Sauron himself, except in green. Alright, so this is Keno revealing his ultimate trump card, the Ace of Ace, Spade of Spades. And where is he going? Straight for my army, and HostileSword and Terian are running off like little chickens into the hills. And here my troops are frantically trying to run for the woods, where I will receive a combat bonus against cav. And I managed to get my troops formed up in a square formation, barely, just as my opponents decide to cooperate together to surround me. So that's Terian choosing to stand at one of my flanks, although one of his units of cataphracts decides to run. So this is my troops squaring off with my opponent, Keno, who is moving to surround me. I'm surrounded on all fronts by all my opponent's combined forces. Yep. So our troops are just squaring off, and here Keno decides to charge his cav in. He goes for a frontal charge on one side, and he decides to go for the corner of my square on my rear side. So anyway, my troops are locked in a fight for the lives here. I expected my troops to be completely obliterated, but to my surprise, they're actually holding the ground here. And Terian's general routed after seeing this heaving mass of troops fighting and dying. So we're just gonna watch my troops put up their heroic last stand against overwhelming odds. And HostileSword has just arrived at the scene, and he's gonna launch rear strikes into the back of our armies and kill a few men here and there, run off, kill a few men again, and run off again. Yep, so my troops are getting pushed. Some of my troops are getting pushed off the square, while others are holding out. And to my surprise, my troops actually look like they're holding the ground, and some of Keno's Praetorian cav are sent packing as they realize my square is impenetrable. And these guys are actually sons of Hercules and Achilles themselves. So some of my Numidian cav actually came back, and I used them to chase down some Praetorians, although I got careless and I lost a few of them to HostileSword. And here's some of the carnage, and that's my general, my last horseman alive apart from my Numidian cav. And I have some slingers inside, chucking the odd slingshot off. They're not doing too much damage. And here, Keno launches another strike, although I managed to repel it with my sacred band and my general killing a few of them as well. And that's HostileSword. He's launching a strike on the corner of my square on the weakest side. And although his men are sent packing, and I hunt HostileSword down with my Numidian cav. I don't want him escaping after all the grief he's caused me. So that's his general dying, and HostileSword said no at this point. So Keno, he's launching his troops, and there my general dies. How sad. After all he went through, after all the Romans, Seleucid people, and Greeks he killed, he finally bit the dust. How sad. And my opponents, they have nothing left to oppose me, and those sacred band guys are sort of stabbing at nothing. Probably caught up in the battle rage. So I'm hunting down the last of my opponent's cav, and that's the carnage of my heroic last stand. Yep, and I'll bring up the result screen right now. So that's the result screen. It was score resolution, so I won first place, HostileSword won second place, Keno won third, and I can't read the rest because this writing is too small. So I hope you guys enjoyed this epic 6-player free for all. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I want to thank the guys in this game. It was a really fun game, I enjoyed it a lot, and see you guys next time.